There was a blinding flash, then a deafening explosion. In an instant, Hiroshima was a scene of unprecedented chaos. Hiroshima was instantly transfigured. There was nothing left but ruins, nothing standing to hinder a full view of the city.
In the first days after the atomic bombing of Hiroshima and then Nagasaki 3 days later, just 75 years ago now, the leading Japanese newsreel team sent one or more cameramen to the two cities. And they shot footage of the aftermath, not just the buildings, but survivors and victims, told the whole story. This footage was shipped back to Tokyo, where it was soon suppressed by the American occupation when they arrived in early September. The newsreel team then tried again, and they sent several people, elite people actually, to Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And again, they shot footage, extensive footage for the next month. And then when the Americans arrived in Nagasaki, again, the footage was seized. And the Japanese, however, since they had been there before the Americans and had totally historic footage that showed medical effects as well as physical effects, the Americans then ordered them to actually continue their work, but under American supervision. And so the Japanese went back to work. They shot more footage. They were then ordered to edit and narrate a documentary, which they did, 2 hours and 40 minutes. But again, under American supervision, they finished this documentary, and then it was seized by the American military and basically suppressed for decades, really until the late 1960s.
When they walk home from school to the park, the children can see the atomic dome in the distance. It was once the industrial exhibition hall. Now it is the only shell left standing from the atomic blast. But all children make their way to the Children's Monument in the park. It was erected after the death of Sadako Sasaki, who died from leukemia at the age of 12, 10 years after the bomb fell. Now children bring paper cranes as offerings to the monument. This young woman was a friend of Sadako's. They would have been the same age if Sadako had lived. But Sadako has already become a legend in Japan. She is the Anne Frank of Hiroshima, remembered for her tragic death from radiation effects. She was just one of hundreds of young people to suffer such a fate, but she became the symbol of them all. In her outstretched arms, she holds a golden crane.